welcome to another episode of Conversations with Coryn. I'm coming to you from beautiful St. Kitts, which is my second home. And if you're wondering why it's my second home, it's because my daddy was born right here in St. Kitts. And in case you forgot, my second book, Chronicles of Coryn Adventures in St. Kitts and Nevis, features almost all my favorite places on both islands. Today, I will be interviewing the Deputy CEO and CEO, Miss Marshall and Mr. Thompson. So let's go see what they have to say. Come on, guys, let's go. So can you start off by telling me what, in your opinion, makes St. Kitts so great?
I think the people of St. Kitts are wonderful, Coryn, and I also think that all of the activities that we have on island to do, St. Kitts is more than just a destination with the sun, the sea, and the sand like most of the Caribbean, but we have our rainforest that is expanding, we have Caribel Batik, we have the only working railway in the Caribbean that is used for tours, that is St. Kitts Scenic Railway. Have you ever been?
Yes.
And what do you think of it?
It's really nice.
And very relaxing, right? And so I think those attractions make us really, really special. Can I also say that it's really great talking to you today?
Yes.
I'm so impressed.
What about you?
Well, I think the beauty of the island, to begin with, I just think it's just one of the prettiest islands I've ever been to. And again, as Mrs. Marshall said, the people, but also the food, it's awesome. And there's just so much variety. You know, from the local cook-up, the goat water, and you also have Thai restaurants, Indian restaurants, Lebanese restaurants. So I think there's a lot of variety that we have here.
Next question. I've heard that tourism is very important to St. Kitts, so I bet your job is too. Can you tell me how you became the Deputy CEO and what exactly do you do?
So that is a very good question, Coryn. And believe it or not, I started working in the tourism industry in 2007. And before that, St. Kitts was actually a destination that was mainly sugar. So we produce sugar. And the sugar industry closed in 2005. And so without that industry as our main economic driver, we had to find something else to do. And so we turned to tourism. So in 2005, we really started to focus on tourism. And then I joined the authority 2 years after that in 2007, and so I've been here for about 15 years, a little bit over 15 years, and I've worked through the ranks. I have been a marketing associate, I've worked in product development, I have assisted in the finance department, I've worked in the human resource department, but what I love most is really promoting and selling the destinations. I love to sell all of those unique things that we spoke about a little bit earlier. I love to tell the people who are out there, our potential travelers, how to get here, the various ways they can come, whether it's by plane, whether it's by boat. And so I know Mr. Thompson is going to expound a little bit more on how we can get here, but that's basically how I became the Deputy CEO.
Okay. How did you become the CEO and what exactly do you do?
Okay, well, I've been the CEO since January 2022, so I've only been here 18 months. And I became the CEO because I was approached by the St. Kitts Tourism Authority to send in my resume, because before that I was the Deputy Director of Tourism for the Bahamas. And so my job is to promote St. Kitts as the holiday destination within the Caribbean. So that means I have to work with the airlines to get flights coming into St. Kitts so that people can get to St. Kitts. Also working with the cruise lines. And we also have to do media campaigns, so advertising campaigns to promote St. Kitts. And last September, we launched our Venture Deeper campaign, which took right off, and it's been very effective in terms of getting visibility for St. Kitts. And just about 2 weeks ago, we announced JetBlue will be starting flights from Kennedy Airport in New York to St. Kitts 3 times a week and year-round. That's a huge deal for St. Kitts, the fact that we now have year-round flights from New York. So we're moving in the right direction.
Okay, so what is your favorite part of your job?
Selling the destination. I love to go out, whether it's in North America, the Caribbean, the UK, Canada. I love to go out and tell people why they should come to St. Kitts. Some persons may think it's difficult because you have to travel a lot, but really and truly, that's the only way you can get persons to visit. You have to go out, you have to tell them, and as Mr. Thompson was saying, you have to market. So in addition to all the things that we do digitally that you may see online or even through social media and with our website, we also do our face-to-face interactions. So we go out and we speak to consumers, we speak to persons in the trade, and we tell them about the destination, and we give them our unique offerings such as the St. Kitts Scenic Railway, as I was telling you about, and Brimstone Hill. So we tell them why St. Kitts is different to every other destination that they would want to travel to.
Me, I think it's strategy. I want to make St. Kitts a year-round destination. So right now we're very seasonal. So my job is to make St. Kitts a year-round destination. So working with the airlines to make sure that we get those flights. And I also like very much making deals with the airlines and with the advertising companies and partners. That's a part of the job that really excites me.
I hear St. Kitts Music Festival is coming up. For those who don't know, can you explain what St. Kitts Musical Festival is and why it's important to the country?
Okay, so the St. Kitts Music Festival began in 1996 as a Shack Festival, and the festival was created as a product within the summer months to attract visitors to our shores. So it is not just any ordinary jazz festival. It is a festival that showcases a complete variety of acts and genres of music. So you have the soca, you have the reggae, you have jazz, you have R&B, you have hip hop, you have rap. You're counting. And all of that makes it exciting because there's something there for everyone. And so the festival is held in June. This year it's from the 22nd to the 24th of June. And during this time we have persons coming in from different islands and from the international areas again, including the US, the UK, Canada, etc. But really and truly it's a festival that attracts a lot of our Caribbean people, so our sisters and brothers from a lot of the other islands. And why is it important? It is because during these summer months, tourists usually travel to the other places like Europe where it's a little bit warmer because, in the winter months they come to the Caribbean where it's cold where they are. And in the summer they usually go to the other destinations that warm up during the summer. And so it's a tool that we use to attract persons to the island during the summer months because it's slower and we want to boost the business during the summer months. And so we have the music festival, and so in that way, when persons come to the island, they spend their money, they stay in the hotels, they use the taxis, and that money can then trickle throughout the community, and persons can continue their livelihoods in what traditionally would be a summer or a slow period.
So, the music festival. I think Mrs. Marshall covered it all. It's really to attract people to St. Kitts during the traditionally slow period. And I think that the music festival is really great for the economy of St. Kitts, and especially for local vendors. So at the park, we've got a whole section of stalls where vendors can sell their food, their craft. And this year, it's a 3-day festival. So this year, I think it's a bigger space. So it's going to be a lot more space for people to really move around and enjoy themselves even more. So I think it's going to be a great, great, great event for us.
Last question. If you had to change one thing about your country, what would it be?
You did say you were going to ask me some difficult questions. I think this one is the most difficult of all. St. Kitts is so beautiful. What would I change about St. Kitts? You really have me thinking on this one, Coryn. What can I change about St. Kitts? I know what. I would want St. Kitts to be a year-round tourist destination. That is what I would change, and that is within our power to change. So Mr. Thompson and I, we continue to work very hard to ensure that we attract persons to the destination, not just in December, January, February, March, but also in April, May, June, July, August, September, and October, and November, because we want persons who benefit from the industry, our local people who depend on the industry to make their livelihoods, to be able to earn money and to provide for their families, to be able to do so on a year-round basis. So that is what I would want to change.
You're trying to get me fired. What would I change for St. Kitts? What I would hope is that we take better care of the environment, and I think if we can do that, then St. Kitts will be really an extremely successful destination. I think it's just too much litter and perhaps too many derelict vehicles. So if we can clean that up, I think that'll work really well for us.
Okay, so now it's time for the challenge. So I'm going to sing a song by a Trini artist, and you'll sing me one of your favorite songs from one of your favorite St. Kitts artists.
Oh, I can't do that one.
Okay. Okay, so this is...
Miss Marshall.
Okay. So this one is one of my favorite songs from my favorite soca artist, Nyla Blackburn.
Mm-hmm.
You wanna leave me open, you wanna leave me so tied down now. You're not my one and only. Try not to cut your heart, get in the way, and we're just like night and day. Often I wanna stray. The reason I wanna say is something I can't explain, boy. You the best, you the best, you the best, can't control me. Yeah, you know, I sweet and loco. Play with my mind and I go loco. Take time, just take it easy. You know, I sweet and loco. Yeah. Your turn.
Oh, wow. No pressure. Coryn. I'm just going to do maybe a little bit of a chorus from one of ours. So let's see. We have the Mighty Element, and he was one of our famous artists. And so his song was, I love St. Kitts, you love St. Kitts, we love St. Kitts, Viva St. Kitts, long live St. Kitts, Viva St. Kitts, Viva. I know you know that song. High five. Thank you for helping me sing it.
You're welcome.
No.
Okay. You'll get the pass on this one, big guy.
But can we talk to you a little bit about you? Mm-hmm. All right, so I have a question for you.
Yes.
So, how did you get involved with St. Kitts?
So as I said earlier, my dad was born here, so that makes St. Kitts my second home.
Okay. Also, can I ask you one more question? So I have your book here, and it says Chronicles of Coryn. And if you have any young persons like your age, like how old are you, Coryn?
7.
Okay. So if you have any 7-year-olds, what advice would you give to them in terms of how you started in your book and your little business? Because you're so impressive. You're a genius.
Well, I started reading when I was 2, and I think reading is inspiration to writing. So I started writing a book at 4, and I wanted to tell my mommy that I wanted to write a book, but she didn't listen. But I just started writing the book on my own, and then I just kind of elevated from that.
Okay, so this book that you have here, it says Adventures in St. Kitts and Nevis, and you have quite a few. Can you tell us about some of those adventures you've had in St. Kitts and Nevis while you've been here?
Well, I've been to Caribou Batik. I have 2 Caribou Batik dresses.
Oh, nice.
As you know, since we're here, I've been to Port Zante.
Yes.
I've had a monkey sit on my head.
How was that?
It was stressful.
All right, thank you so much, Coryn, for coming and talking to us and for interviewing us. And we really, really appreciate you taking the time to sit with us. It's such an honor to be with you. And we wish you all the best as you grow up. great job on your books, and we will be buying some of your books as well. So please don't be a stranger, and I hope that you enjoy the rest of your visit here in St. Kitts.
So it's been absolutely amazing meeting you and being interviewed by you. And of course, don't forget, I need some of the books to give to my brood. Okay? Thanks and all the best.
Thank you. Well, I guess that's it for today. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye.